What's up, everybody? It's Michael with 252 Off-Road again. Before we get the video started, I got to give a huge thank you to everybody that watched the Fall Bash video. That video did freaking amazing, and I was not expecting it to do as good as it did. It broke my previous record for the highest view video, and I also picked up, I think, right at 200 subscribers, which I was not expecting. So if you watch that video, you subscribe to the channel, I greatly appreciate it. It goes a long ways with what we're trying to do and achieve here, and that's have a good time, spread some knowledge, and just make good content. You know, we're not trying to be superstars. It's just provide entertaining content and give something for the people to do. As you can tell by the title of the video, we got another, I guess you say, build / maintenance video. If you remember 2 or 3 videos ago, I had a 2023 XMR 1000R Renegade that came in for some modifications, and today we got a new customer. We got a 1000R Outlander XMR. So this is the big Bertha. It is the long frame, as you can tell by the floorboards, and she's in dire need of some more performance. And of course, as this one, it's got the new engine braking and the awesome new LED headlights. So one thing about this customer, if you watched the Fall Bash video, you might have seen this machine in the background. This is a friend of Luke's. Luke is the guy that has the other blue XMR like I got. I did clutches on him and his father's machine, and since then we've been riding together, had awesome time, and Luke likes to send it just as much as I do. So Matt reached out to Luke after the ride, I reckon, talking about, you know, what can he do to get better performance. Luke passed along my information. I talked to Matt, told him what I do. Matt said, no problem, let's do it. So Luke, if you're watching this video, I greatly appreciate it, buddy. Anytime somebody recommends me or passes along my information, it means they trust me with their machine, and they know I'm gonna provide a honest, quality service, and I'm gonna stand behind my word. So I greatly appreciate it, buddy, and look forward to seeing you again soon on the next ride. It's getting a little chilly here, so I might have to whip out the waders. But like I said, Matt reached out to me. We got everything straight. He bought me a machine. So I'm gonna get it pulled in here, and I'm not gonna make y'all wait. You give me about 5 seconds. I'll have all the parts ready to go on the back of the machine. We'll go over them. All right, so if you watched the previous video when we had the 2023 Renegade in here, basically this machine's getting the same modifications besides the exhaust. Matt will be doing that himself, which is cool. So again, we did basically a full service on it minus the engine oil. Matt just changed the oil in this, so was no need to drain that out when it's still good oil. But we did a rear diff, gearbox, and front diff. It definitely needed it. It was still going through the break-in process, so we got that all fixed up. And then for the modifications, of course, as last video, we got the ECM sent off to Mr. RPM. Shout out to Stephen Hensley again for getting us fixed up for that. And then my favorite modification, we are doing a STM Race 3 from 3P Off-Road. Again, I'm a 3P dealer. And we are also throwing on a upgraded secondary spring because he will be going probably to a 32-inch assassinator on this bike. I'm not 100% sure on that. He's either going to do 29.5 or 32-inch, but I told him, you know, whichever he decides to do, we can adjust accordingly and everything will be smooth. But again, you just got to appreciate a brand new billet clutch. So we're going to get this all put on the machine, get it buttoned up, and we'll take it for a little test rip. So might insert like a little time lapse, but I don't want to bore y'all to death. So let's get to it. Got the primary put on, got everything buttoned up, got the ECM put on, got her out here idling. Wish it had an exhaust, but that'll be fixed here shortly. So yeah, everything went smooth as always. Just letting it idle, make sure the ECM, everything is learned like it's supposed to. I'm gonna cut it off here in a minute, turn it back on. We're gonna take her down the road and see how these baby crips is like this new primary clutch. All right, so we just took it for a rip, make sure everything's good. The man's about to be here to pick it up. Matter of fact, he's pulling in right now. But man, these new machines, with just some good clutching, a good tune, and a reflash, these things pick up amazing. Highly impressed with how these things perform with just the basic modifications. But she's dialed in, she's ready to go. It can't get no better. Only thing it needs is a exhaust. And I was messing on Matt, telling him we need to put some nitrous on it, but he wants to hold off on that. But machine's ready to go. I'm gonna go talk to him and we'll pick back up here in a minute. So Matt just left the house with his machine. Super excited to have it back, and he can instantly tell. He rode a little bit out there in the front yard, and he can definitely tell a whole lot of difference with that clutch on it. So when he gets home, he's gonna put his exhaust on and go ride a little bit around his house, in the fields, the trails, whatever he's got around there. But he can instantly tell a big difference in it. So Matt, again, if you watch this video, I greatly appreciate you trusting me with your machine. Hope you're happy with it, and definitely will be riding again very soon. We plan on doing probably a Busco trip in a week or two. Won't be this weekend. We got another machine we got to get back running, and then we can go do a little pre-check trip, because at the end of the month, I plan on heading somewhere. Most of y'all probably already know where I'm headed, but we got a big event coming up somewhere, and I'm gonna go down there and have a good time, and got to make sure Renegade's running like she's supposed to. Got to do a little bit of clutching adjustment, always trying new stuff with clutches, being that's what I do. So we're gonna get all that straight. And other than that, if you stay to the end video, again, I greatly appreciate it. As always, if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely do so. Make sure to follow me on my other social links, and we will catch y'all on the next one.